So we are going to discuss new chapter in the history part. So that is the world during the world wars. So in beginning of the 20th century, so half of the period we could observe two world wars took place. So in this chapter, so we are going to discuss causes and consequences of the two world wars, and also at the same time to establishment of the United Nations organizations for the purpose of peace and development. So the 20th century, so one of the person, Eric Hobson, a great historian, called 20th century as age of extremes. So why did he expressed the 20th century was age of extremes? So if we observe in the beginning of the 20th century, in the 20th century, so tremendous changes took place in the world. So they were like development of the fascism, so where the unquestioned power was ruling the states. So fascism was developed, and also at the same time the people were also struggling for need of the democratic system where there is the more liberty, like development of the fascism and also fighting for establishment of the democratic countries were situations are taking place in this century. And also in this century the literacy rate was also grown up, so because the education system so came to all the people, so due to that literacy rate was also grown up in this 20th century. And also the average life expectancy of the human beings were also increased in this 20th century because of the development of the science and medicines. And also due to development of the science, we could observe in this century researches and innovations about of the life and atom. And also here we could observe in the world more than 100 of the countries got independent, established new independent states. Many of the countries established ideology of the socialist nations, and some of the countries established democratic nations where there is the more liberty, where there is the more freedom. In socialist countries where there is more equality and more fraternity. So these all are we can observe in the beginning of in the 20th century. So due to taking all these tremendous changes, so Eric Hobson called the 20th century as age of extreme. So we could observe in the beginning of the 20th century, so the entire world torn into two groups. The entire world divided into two groups. One group was industrialized nations. One group was industrialized nations, and the another group was colonized countries of the Asia and Africa. So here the industrialized nations were dominated on colonized countries of the Asia and Africa. So among these industrialized nations, so these nations divided into two groups as enemies. Two groups as enemies, like Germany, Austria, Hungary is one group, and Britain, France, Russia were another group. So these groups always trying to impose their powers, to increase their powers, their markets in the colonies of the Asia and Africa. So due to development of the race in colonies among these countries, so that led to the First World War. So here the First World War take place in 1914. First World War take place in 1914. So here the First World War was also end with 1918. So here the entire world, many of the countries directly participated, and some of the countries were indirectly participated in the world. So such war, the world never see before that. So that this war was called the First World War. So here, what were the causes of the World War? So both the World Wars, First World War and Second World War, the causes were also same here: aggressive nationalism, imperialism, secret alliance, militarism, so Balkan politics. So these were the main causes for the First World War and Second World War. So here the first one is aggressive nationalism. So aggressive nationalism means nationalism is a positive impulse. So during that period, due to development of the nationalism, the strong feeling of the people's nationalism is one of the main fact for to get the independence of the countries. So it is positive impulse. So due to strong feeling of the nationalism of the German people and Italian people, we could observe the unification of Germany and unification of the Italy. And also at the same time, so these nationalism developed pride among these nations, so they hated other neighboring countries. So this is the this impact we could see the aggressive nationalism. And also the fascism, the development of the fascism in Italy and development of the Nazism in Germany hated other neighboring countries, and they followed the mode of aggressive nationalism. So this is about of the aggressive nationalism. So the second one is imperialism. So with the development of the industrialization in the world, the industrialized nations competed each other to get more raw material to produce the more goods. At the same time, they need to occupy the more markets to sell their products due to development of the growth of the industrialization. So due to that, we could observe the industrialized among the industrialized nations, the race was developed in the to establish the colonies. So here the newly emerged industrialized nations of the Germany and Italy, so they asked the old industrialized nations to redivide the colonies. But the old industrialized nations were not accepted to redivide the colonies. So due to that, these differences among the newly emerged industrialized nations and old industrialized nations led to the World War. So next, the secret alliance. So in the world, so many of the countries started to maintain the secret alliances. So after defeating the France, the German Chancellor Bismarck made one of the secret alliance with Austria and Italy. So this alliance is called the Triple Alliance: Austria, Italy, Germany. So these three countries formed Triple Alliance. At the same time, in other than the France, Russia, Britain, so they also made secret alliance. This alliance is known as Triple Entente. Triple Entente. So these alliances. So instead of the development of the peace, so always these two alliances so suspected each other and jealous each other. So due to that, so they developed the armed peace, and they developed the warfare among the nations. So the next one is militarism. So here militarism means, so militarism is only the one of the way to get security to the nation and also to give assurance to the people. So this is the thought of the some of the rulers. So they followed the militarism. So in that militarism, so the well industrialized strong six nations like Germany, Italy, America, Russia, likewise these countries, so they invested more, they allocated more budget to develop the weapons, to develop the military in their nations for the purpose of security of the nation. So in that the France, right, France, Germany, Britain, Russia, so they allocated the more than their budget for development of the army. So here we could observe in militarism three things were there. So the number one is development of the increase the standing army. Increase the standing army. The second one is increase the weapons. The third one is establishment of the armed industries. These three were the very important in the militarism. So instead of the negotiations, so only through militarism, their thought was to solve the diplomatic problems. The last one is Balkan politics. So Balkan politics in this Balkan Peninsula region. So we could observe there were number of small kingdoms. So they were belongs to the people were belongs to different sects and different speaking language. So they were under the control of the Ottoman Bismarck. When the Ottoman Bismarck was fallen in this Balkan region, so at that time, Austria, Germany, Turkey, Russia were tried to influence their supremacy over the Balkan region for the purpose of Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Already here, the Turkey and Russia was trying to get supremacy over the Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea over a long time. So after falling of the Ottoman Bismarck, all these countries entered to get more supremacy over the Balkan region. At this situation, during this situation, so the Austria was more against about of the Bosnia. So at that time, one of the Bosnian Serb assassinated the prince of the Archduke Ferdinand in Austria. So due to that, so Austria asked Bosnian government. Austria asked Bosnia to give explanation about of the assassination of the crown prince. So here, he was assassinated on 28th June 1914. So after receiving the explanation from the Bosnia, so Austria was not satisfied about of their explanation and they attacked on Bosnia on 28th July 1914. So when Austria attacked on Bosnia, so already Bosnia had a secret alliance with Britain, France and Russia. So due to that, so on the side of the Serbia or Bosnians, so Britain, France, Russia entered into this war. So when these countries were entered into this war, so Austria had also supported by the Germany. So Germany and its allied power also entered into the war. So this war is famously known as the First World War because many of the countries participated in this war, in this First World War. So at the beginning of the First World War, so these central powers, here central powers means Germany, Austria and its allied powers are called the central powers. So remaining countries like Britain, France, Russia were called the allied powers. So here beginning of the First World War, the supremacy of the central powers on allied powers we could see. So because here due to internal revolution in Russia was withdrawn. In 1917, America was also entered into First World War due to German troops. So sunk the commercial ship of the America, Louisiana. So due to that, America was joined in First World War. So when America was joined in on behalf of Allied powers, so the Allied powers supremacy over the central power we could see there, and also at last Allied powers got victory against central powers. So due to that, when the Germany and its allied powers surrendered to the allied powers, so end of the First World War we could see there. Thank you.